people, we will incentivize our youth to invest in their education by capping their monthly student loan payments at a reasonable percentage of their actual income, so that in times when the borrower, the student or former student, is not working, those payments are deferred and tagged to the back end of their loan without them incurring extra interest or penalties. We will reinvigorate and repurpose HEART to be a major player in a wider project to prepare our workforce for the current and emerging employment opportunities of the 21st century, including by building training partnerships with the private sector. Mr. Speaker, our nation's training capacity must be as relevant and fit for purpose as possible in a rapidly evolving economy that we must build. We will create a series of workforce development training partnerships with the private sector. And the objective is to develop a competitively market-driven approach to training our workforce. This market-driven approach leverages the training capacity of all of the public sector and private tertiary education and training institutions. The objective is to increase the national capacity to deliver a transformational impact to the economy through an upskilled workforce in the shortest possible time. We will welcome the participation of trade unions and employer associations in these partnerships. We need all hands on deck to transition our economy to high value-added goods and services. Mr. Speaker, HEART will support private sector-led investments in training by matching grants of up to 50% of the cost of any employer-identified third-party delivered training program that improves the performance or well-being of the employer's staff. And this approval would be automatic up to an amount equal to 90% of that employer's and employees' annual contributions to HEART. And if the need is larger, then it can be approved on the basis of some clear, established and transparent priorities. We will provide incentives to encourage employers to establish internship programs that build the needs of their businesses and industry with course offerings of tertiary and skills training institutions. We will utilize school infrastructure, which is often, when outside of school hours, insufficiently used. We'll use school infrastructure to enhance training both to school children and surrounding communities. We will entrench civics education as a core subject in the national curriculum. It has started, we will entrench it, to equip our students for actual and productive citizenship with an understanding of the Constitution, an understanding of their rights, their responsibilities as citizens, and social skills based on wholesome values and attitudes. We will build, Mr. Speaker, we will build the teachings of the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey into the school curriculum at all levels on an age-appropriate basis to encourage self-belief, personal responsibility, and self-actualization in our nation's youth. We will establish a National Research and Development Council, bringing all relevant institutions together from within the state, academia, the private sector, trade unions, to develop and monitor and evaluate a national R&D strategy. And we will provide an accelerated write-off for taxes of expenditure on research and development to encourage greater private investment in innovation that ties agriculture to manufacturing, science, technology, and advances the labor force. Mr. Speaker, human capital development is directly linked to citizen security. It is about developing an aware, thoughtful, and thinking society that can access a wide range of opportunities, locally and indeed globally, with not only the skills, but also the values and attitudes that promote national development.